Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Okay, I need to check a few things, so please be patient. Let's see. Yeah. All right. It's wackadoo. All right, this is crazy. I gotta fix this. Sorry. Bear with me. Bear with me. Almost there. All right. All right. Why is that like that? Not making sense. Nothing else. Okay, so if you're watching this on YouTube now or later, Occult Descent Volume 2 is live. I got it pinned in the chat, but it's also in the description box. So go check it out. Let's go there. All right. Let's put you over here. Okay. So yeah, this is Occult Descent Volume 2. Sheldon Martin. Just started 59 days ago, so he was going for 60 days. Story. You can read all this. It's beautiful art, beautiful coloring. I believe it's bigger than your average comic. You could all read all the details. Then he's got a bunch of different covers. That's the go-to cover by Sheldon. And then there's the alternate cover that I'm inking. That will be colored after I'm finished. There's Mitch's cover. Cool, cool, cool. And then who's this? This is Rob Norton's cover. This will also be colored. And you can get book 2 as well as book 1 PDFs printed. You can get it remarked. And all the extras, yes. Then you can get a character sketch. You can get the original cover. And you can also get pages. And there's Sheldon. Tanya Wicker is the colorist. That's cute. Yeah, so he just went live earlier today. And please go check it out. And we're back. All right. Do away with that. I want to see something. Get out of there. All right. Cool, cool. I was hoping to stream, well, yesterday for that matter. And yeah, life stuff popping up. It was actually kind of crazy. Today was only slightly better. I'm going to do a little bit of this. I was hoping to go long, but I got no food in the house. I have to go shopping. So I won't be too long here. But I will be back this week working on this cover. So, you know, it's definitely getting done during the campaign. So, all right. If you can see here, this is where Sheldon had the signatures, but I moved it. Because we don't want the signature box to cover some of the artwork. That's a no-no. So fine tune this. I'm just plotting it in right now. Tighten it up a little later. Yeah. Um, This is going to be a very good cover. I did want to put my music on. Added some music. Dr. Midnight, welcome. I am doing well. How are you doing this Sunday evening? My day flew by. A few minutes later, but just get some basics down. I'm doing good enough. Good. Cover of all that, but I got way too much going on. Right. This month, I'm getting a bunch done. That was my mission. No fooling around. music. It's supposed to be royalty free, so I hope so. Not that I'm monetized here, but I'm going to be streaming more, so maybe I'll get there this year. I'll say I'm looking forward to a crazy week ahead. Much to do. Let's see how much I can accomplish. Even though I'm going to do a little shopping tonight, my big weekly shopping will be later in the week, as I'll get paid Wednesday. And I am the boss as well as the worker bee, so either me or nobody. Since my cat refuses to help me out. Buddha. I want to say something about. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. I love your ink work. Well, I'm just barely getting started on this piece, really. Just covering outlines and filling in blacks now and doing similar lines. I was looking at some digital art. The other day, and first there was a piece by somebody I didn't know, an artist, and I was looking at it, and it was like something about this is really off. Didn't dawn on me. Couldn't place what was bothering me about it. Then I saw another artist posted twice a piece they were working on, like a cover or a pinup. They have a super team, and the first was a detail from it, and then the second was the whole piece, and it dawned on me what was bugging me. With digital art, you can zoom in and really like do fantastic detailing. And I really liked, so this guy who posted twice, I really liked the detail from the piece. It was a close-up of some of the characters that are much smaller on the full piece. And I thought it looked really cool, and the way he drew it and inked it was beautiful. And then I was looking at the full piece, and I was like, because in the full piece, the specific detail he was showing was much, much smaller. I was like, well, you can't really see any of all that detail he was doing. And it dawned on me that what was bugging me with the original piece I saw, the original art from the artist I didn't know, was that there were a lot of small figures, highly detailed, small on the cover or whatever it was. And yeah, it was like the level of detail on it for such small figures didn't look good. It's just, like what it comes down to is with some digital artists, unexperienced or whatever, inexperienced, there's no sense of scale. Like, I mean, it's enough of a challenge with traditional artists where you want to throw in lots of detail, and this is one and one up, or one half up from what the original art will be printed as. So this is 11 by 17 is a full page of art. So the dotted lines are essentially what will be within the cover with some bleed. And you gotta think, like, this is beautiful, But you also got to picture it smaller, colored, and printed. Like, you know, you got to consider people aren't going to see it fully blown up. So people aren't going to see it at this scale. And it's much more difficult, like if you're doing digital art, you blow it up big on your screen or your tablet or whatever, and you just go nuts with the detail. But man, it's gotta look good small too. You know, it just, you know, the original artwork I was looking at, my immediate thought was like, it looks like a bad Photoshop job. Like they got like these figures and cut and pasted them from some other artwork and put them on a bigger splash page cover or whatever it was. It just looked bad. It just looked, you know, like fake, like cutouts, like, and yeah, you just have to really have a sense of scale and what the final piece will look like once all is said and done. You know, throwing in a ton of detail is something I love. But I remember like older issues of, say, Spider-Man, like around the 80s, where you would see Spider-Man in a panel, you know, swinging among buildings or fighting some bad guys or whatever. Like if he was at a distance, you wouldn't see the webs. In fact, like, you know, I remember specifically like the blue part of his costume would be just completely black, and then the red parts would be red. It was simplification of the character, and because it, you know, you're showing him so much smaller than full size, full scale, and it had a graphic quality to it, which makes sense. Like, you know, if you see if Spider-Man was actually in real life, but he was standing 3 blocks away, you wouldn't see the detail of his costume. You know, you'd barely be able to make out his eye slots. So, if you're watching this and you work digitally, have a sense of scale. Because, you know, the hours of work you're putting into all the detail just doesn't cut it. It's a waste of your time, and it doesn't look good on the final comic page or cover. I like to be the positive guy. I don't know. It's like I find when I voice my opinion, it feels negative. You know, I'm just trying to put out good information, I guess. Like, don't waste your time putting a ton of detail on a figure that is going to be less than half an inch on it in a panel. 2 cents for today. Let's see, a couple of other things. So there's this new He-Man movie. Growing up, I was aware of He-Man. I probably even watched it. But I was maybe too old to be a big fan of it. It was good, it was fine, but I love cartoons, but I just don't remember getting into it heavily at all. Hey, Tangbird! Good evening to all of you magnificent people. I think that is great advice. Thanks. Let's see. Here we go. I came here to smash like buttons and say hello, and I'm all out of like buttons. I appreciate it. Yes, hit the like button. Here, I got a banner. Hit like, comment. If you're watching this now, you can comment in the live chat, but if you're watching this later, comment below the video. Subscribe if you haven't, and there's even a couple of links down there to show your support. I have a tip jar link, but also my Patreon, which as soon as I'm not buried in work, I'll be focusing more and more on my comic that I'll be making there, which is called Nice Monster. So you can become a patron and watch me create a comic. Because right now and for the foreseeable future, definitely probably into next year, I just have a ton of work. Big ass graphic novel, another big ass one shot that I'll be penciling and inking. The graphic novel I'm just inking. A book called Icebox. I'll be penciling and inking, but I'm also co-creating and co-writing. So that's going to be a job and a half. I'll be doing a one shot that I'll be co-writing and penciling and inking called Black Bug. It's a kind of sort of Spider-Man-ish character that I'll be doing for Tribe Studio Comics. Then I got this cover, I got another cover right after, I got a pin-up, I got a pencil and ink, I got, just lots work. But it's all good. I don't think I'll be here a full hour today. In fact, I'm gonna go like 45 minutes, which means another 10 minutes. I'm sorry it's so short today, but I did definitely want to come on here to announce that the campaign was live. I will be making a really much bigger effort to get this done this week. Like I said earlier, it has been a crazy week for me. Life sort of stuff going on, but that's a given. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Say hello. Leave some comments. You know, hope everybody's having a good weekend. Definitely looking forward to a much better week ahead for myself. I don't know. I think this is a fresh jar of ink I got. It's not laying as thickly black as I like. Well, more like a black matte finish to it. So I'm finding myself going over the ink a little bit, 2 or 3 times subtly. I guess no ink is perfect, but in my experience, like, you know, some ink is not as great as it once was. Like, I used to use Higgins Black. That's a little watery nowadays. Pelican is another one that hasn't been as thick. This is Black Magic, and my experience is that this is my best option. But you know, you have to be a little bit of an alchemist and work with it as you do with, you know, any traditional tools. You know, they're not going to be the same every time you use them. You know, if you wash it incorrectly, you can really frizz out the hairs of the brush. Lots of things can affect. Well, humidity is not good for paper, so even if you have the best ink, it might need to, you know, put a little more on the page so it soaks it up correctly. But I believe this is a fresher bottle of ink. Since I used the little bottles, that's going to be a factor more often. But it's all well and good. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and you know, if I have to go over it a little bit, then so be it. Just fill in some blanks and for another 5 minutes. You know, like I said early on, all right, Tank, thank you so much for showing up. And everybody know to hit the like button. Go enjoy Gothland and have a great evening. So yeah, I was about to say, Cold Descent Volume 2 is live, and the link is in the chat. It's also down below in my description box, along with all of my links. You can check me out across the interwebs. I'm on Facebook, I'm on X, I'm on Instagram, LinkedIn. What else? Blue Sky. Kara? And More recently, I'm on TikTok. All the links are in my link tree. Take a moment out of your day, follow me everywhere, like me everywhere, be patient, subscribe to me, blah blah blah. Yeah, I really like this piece that Sheldon drew. You know, there's a lot of room up top. He has a pretty big and dynamic logo, so we'll fill out the space. And when he gets his colorist to work on it, I'm sure it's going to look beautiful. She's really, really good. A little, you know, for my taste, a little heavier than I'd prefer, but you know, I'm super picky. But I think she has a really good sense of color and balance, and you know, adding drama with color and fleshing out the art. Can't say that about a lot of colors. Dance. Dance music. You good? Yeah, very gorgeous cover. I like that it has a lot of figures on it. You know, detail on the gun and gloves and hand and sword. Lots of fun, lots of fun. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow, more than likely. For a much longer period of time, we'll work on this. Until then, keep making comics, keep making art, and have a great, great night. Peace. Oh, okay. I did see him. Hey, Mike, swinging before dinner. Looks great. Thank you so much, buddy. Good to see you here. Your cover will be next. Sorry, it's been so long. Always great to see you. All right, everybody. Yes. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.